Lately, I've been thinking and talking a lot about the idea of change. And I've been watching a podcast from Chris Williamson in his channel Modern Wisdom. And he talked about something that really inspired me to make this video.
There is a period in everybody's journey where they are so different because they've started to do new things that they no longer fit in with their old set of friends, but they're not sufficiently developed that they've gained their new set of friends, and they're unsure. Should I go back? So you're going to feel the pain of being ostracized from the group of friends that you used to have, but you're stuck in this messy middle where you haven't yet worked out who you are on the other side of this. And that lonely chapter that's in the middle is something that I would say almost nobody that I've ever met who has gone from a place where they are to a place where they want to be hasn't gone through.
So the lonely chapter is basically a phase in your self-improvement when your change starts to become consistent and the new things that you're doing become habits and your older habits start to fall off and you start to view everything in a new way and you develop a new mindset. And so when that happens, you start to lose interest in many things that you were doing and many people that you were talking to. And that's because many of these friendships and connections were probably built on doing activities that you enjoyed together or sharing similar interests, like going to party on the weekends, drinking a lot of alcohol, or binge watching TV shows and movies, or maybe having a lot of shallow conversations that were meaningless and led nowhere. And so you start to lose interest in these ideas, in these activities, and you don't see value in interacting with these people anymore. And also, these old friends and connections, they had an idea of who you are, of the person that they liked, an old version of you that is no longer who you are in this moment. And so they also lose interest in this newer you and they stop wanting to interact with you as well. So it really goes both ways. This chapter is an important part of this journey that we are embarking on the change that we are doing. And it can be really depressing and it can make us feel really lonely and craving for more connections and more people to talk to. And it would make us even miss the old times, miss these days that we were having fun and enjoying ourselves. Losing people, losing friends, losing partners is part of the journey and it's gonna happen. If you don't lose anybody in your life and nothing has changed and you never met new people, it usually means that you're a people pleaser and you just like to never upset anybody else and you just develop a mask that people see, which is not really who you are. And we all do this at some point, wearing a mask and faking who we are. And then at some point when we start to do the change, the mask falls off and people see who you are and most of them stop wanting to talk to you. But at the same time, a lot of new people will get attracted to this new version of you, the version that you've been working on, that is truer to who you are, that is more authentic, the version that you will fall in love with. Some people are gonna hate you, some people are gonna like you. This will happen anyway, no matter who you are, no matter what your personality is, no matter what you achieved. It's gonna happen no matter what. To deal with this chapter, we need to embrace all of the things that we are developing, the change that we are doing, remembering why we stopped doing all the things that we did and how our life has become much better after we started making the change. And we also need to realize that the bad habits that we used to do, most of them were based on instant gratification, of enjoying ourselves in the moment and regretting the activity we were doing after we do it. And the change that we are doing, which involves more productivity, being more in the moment and being more proactive, is based on delayed gratification. It's gonna be hard in the moment. It might be boring, it might be not enjoyable, and we will struggle through it and we might get frustrated. But we have to keep in our minds that in the near or distant future, we will be really grateful for all the things that we are grinding and working on all the change that is happening inside of us. Always keeping our goals in mind, what we want to achieve, and why we are doing all of this. So we just really need to push through this chapter, seeing it as part of this journey and that it will pass and we will meet new people we will have new connections and our life is gonna get better and everything will become easier. Thank you for watching.